Welcome back to No Offense. Today I'm sitting here with Terrell Gardner, former Alabama A&M bulldog and NFL draft prospect. On top of that, Terrell, one of the top FCS punt returners. Terrell's also all swag. And what else, Terrell? I feel like I'm missing something.
Graduate of Alabama A&M University. Currently getting my master's at A&M and just getting ready for the combine.
Okay, so today I want to talk to you about your experience at Alabama A&M, both as a student and as an athlete. On top of that, I want to ask you about how you're preparing for the draft and some of the challenges that you've overcome to even get to this point.
All right. Well, as a student athlete, just managing classes with practice and travel. You gotta be really organized. They still expect the work to get done. Not like the big schools where you got a couple of tutors to help you out. You really got to sit down and do your work, but still do the work for football as well. And just as a player itself, just being patient, not rushing the process, and being ready when they call on you.
So you also had some pretty big games this year. Talk to me about your most favorite memory from the season.
My favorite memory would be the Vanderbilt game. Just caught a long touchdown. With them being a Power 5 school, that just solidified hey, you really play football, you can really play with these guys. So that was a big moment for me.
So when you play Vanderbilt, when people see you, especially being a smaller player, do you usually hear them talking, or what's their reaction when they see you out on the actual field?
It really doesn't come from the players. It's more like the fans.
Okay.
But I'm used to the trash talk, been hearing that my whole life. So it was more of a respect thing after the game. That's what I was looking for, and I wasn't mad that we lost. They respected us as a team because we played a lot better than what they thought they were gonna get. So,
weren't y'all up on them at first?
Yeah, we were winning at first. We kept it close to the third, and then that fourth quarter it just got out of hand.
What was it? Was it y'all were tired? They changed the game plan?
They had more depth than us. We traveled 65 players.
Okay.
And so by that fourth quarter, that's that first game, so you're really not in game shape. They just had a lot more depth and was able to it was just waves and waves of players. And
so when you talk about the fans and the trash talk, what type of things do they say?
Oh man, I don't know if I can say some of that on your podcast.
All right. So I know Alabama A&M is a special place for you, but talk about your journey to Alabama A&M and some of the opportunities that you had coming out of high school.
Okay, so coming out of high school, I had a lot of D2, D3 offers, but I wanted to play D1 football. That's always a goal of mine. So around signing day, A&M came up to the school and were just like, hey, we don't have any more scholarships, but, we like you, we feel like you should walk on. And so it was a conversation with my parents, and, they were just like, you're close to home still, so just give it a shot. So A&M coach was like, look, you can play as a freshman, we don't do we're going to play the scholarship guys over the walk-ons. We give everybody a chance. So I took that chance, and it worked out for me.
Yeah.
I ended up on a full ride to A&M on athletic scholarship. So they really stuck to their word, and that's really what made me stay the entire time at A&M.
Yeah, it worked out a lot. You got 2 free degrees.
Yeah.
No student loans. That's a blessing in itself. So you go from walking on, limited playing time, to all these accolades, right? And so now you're headed for the HBCU Combine. So talk about your preparation for that.
Nothing really changed for me. Just being ready to do the certain drills that are going to be done at this combine, but the work still got to be put in. So that didn't change anything. I was just blessed to get the opportunity. I didn't even know it was coming. I played in an all-star game, and I was like, all right, that's it, And then I got a phone call with the invite, so I was like, all right, it's go time again. So I was just blessed to get the opportunity.
So what skill are you looking to showcase the most at the HBCU Draft Combine?
Oh, just my speed.
How fast are you? What's
Y'all,
your 40 time?
Y'all gonna have to wait and see for that
Okay.
one. Y'all gotta wait to see that 40 time. But just 'cause I'm a smaller player, you got to be fast. You know, you're not gonna be the strongest, but if you can run, they'll come get you. So that's gonna be what I'm working on right now. That's what I'm working on the most, and I'll be ready to go in New Orleans.
It's quite a few smaller players in the NFL. So I know J.J. Taylor plays for the Houston Texans. Deuce Vaughn, I forgot who he plays for, but they're like
Cowboys.
a little bit on. They play for the Cowboys, so they're like a little bit on the smaller size. So when you look at them and other NFL players, who would you say is your favorite as it relates to not being, I guess, of regular stature?
I would have to go Tyreek Hill. He's not your average height receiver, but his just sheer speed allows him to be one of the best in the game. And so that's kind of who I like to look at, you know, him and Tyler Lockett. Not many people watch Tyler Lockett, but they're probably my two favorite receivers right now.
Hey guys, this is Makeda, the host of the No Offense Sports Podcast. If you like this type of content, like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at NoOffenseSports_.